following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
Free throw line, nice back cut, and a find to Cale Peterson. And Gracie, go Pollen! Puts it up, puts it in, gets knocked to the floor into the free throw line. A little crossover dribble, goes up with the right hand, gets it to go. Waupun on a roll right now. Will go up with the left hand, puts it in. Another steal and a basket for the Randolph Rockets.
Dual feeds Johannes again. That one off the window and in! Johannes to the line!
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game.
Laconia has the basketball with a chance. Madigan gets it in for Engel. Back to Madigan. Spots up. Got it! He scores!
And people, there are your state champions, the Randolph Lady Rockets. Congratulate them on an unbelievable storybook season. Your Waupun Lady Warriors are champions of Division III girls basketball.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.
I don't want to see that.
Well, it wasn't going fast. Okay, you're good. Go, you're up.
Okay, just a few early technical difficulties, but looking forward to a doubleheader here tonight at Kewaskum High School. Steve and Randy, along with Jeff, to bring you the video streaming of two games. Boys game for the Waupun Warriors moved to tonight, and they're playing against a very good Kewaskum team that they lost convincingly to earlier in the season. And then the Waupun Lady Warriors, the game that was scheduled for tonight. That'll be the next game right after this, and we are fortunate enough to be able to call both of these games tonight here at Kewaskum High School. Not an easy place to play and an easy setup here, Randy.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of a tough gym to shoot in. We talked about that, but I really like this format. Kind of the girls, guys, varsity back-to-back kind of gives the hometown fans and the visiting fans a nice chance to watch both teams. It's going to be a fun night.
Okay, we are just about set to play here. Got on a little later than we wanted to here, but we are on before the game, and we are set to bring you some first boys basketball right away. And we're going to come back with the beginning of tonight's game, the starting lineups for both teams, and the beginning of tonight's game. Waupun at Kewaskum, a battle in the ECC, and we'll be back right after this on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all four of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Saputo Cheese, just outside of Waupun, is hiring. A new year, a new career. Due to their continued growth, Saputo has full-time benefit-eligible career opportunities available in their Alto facility. Saputo offers entry-level pay starting at $21.94 per hour, or operators starting at $25.09 per hour. Great benefits, shift pay, and more. A new year, a new career with Saputo Cheese in Alto. Apply online at saputo.com/careers. Saputo is an equal opportunity employer.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Zittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
The last tractor you'll ever need is here. Get into a Massey Ferguson compact or utility tractor and accomplish more than ever before. These versatile tractors are known for their unbeatable power, smart fuel economy, and upgraded creature comforts. And with their ability to multitask through any job around the yard or farm, they'll provide you with outstanding value for years to come. Visit Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun, Watertown, and Eden to find the right model for your operation.
Welcome back to Kewaskum High School. Steve and Randy here. Jeff on the video streaming, and we are ready to bring you some East Central Conference boys basketball action. And they are announcing the starting lineups right now for the Waupun Warriors. I don't know if we've seen them on the road a whole lot this year, have we?
The dark uniforms, kind of a nice look.
Yeah, it's a good look on them. Haven't been at an away game yet for them, so this just kind of popped open for us as the game last night was canceled or postponed because of the slushy snow we had. School had to close at noon, so they moved it to, I think, a perfect setup tonight. I think the coaches even really like this. Kind of some crossover people that'll be watching that might only come to boys' games or might only come to girls' games, and now they get a chance to see both teams in person, so it's kind of a nice opportunity.
Yeah, and they're playing the JV games in the opposite gym, and I think the girls' JV is playing during this boys' varsity game and the opposite, so, yeah, really a nice setup.
So we'll turn the lights off here, and we're going to bring you the starting lineups for the Waupun Warriors. Brett Pickert's the coach. Waupun sitting at 7-12 on the season. They are 3-6 in conference play and in 5th place. And they'll be starting Hunter Camp, a 5'9 senior. Jake Krieger, he is a 6'3 sophomore, almost 5 points a game for him. Isaac Vandekamp, a 6'1 junior, over 11 points a game for Isaac. For Aiden Hawkinson, the scoring leader, leads in a lot of different categories. 3-point shooter, 41% behind the arc, 16 points a game, over 6 rebounds a game, 3 assists and 3 steals per game for him. A 6'2 sophomore, and Aaron Hull, the big guy inside, a 6'5 senior, averaging 8.3 points a game. For the Kewaskum Indians, coached by a very friendly, approachable coach, Dan Gruber, 11-8 on the season. They're 5-3 in conference play and sitting in 3rd place in the East Central Conference. Landon Daniel, number 0 out there, a 5'10 sophomore, 5 points a game. He's a 3-point shooter. Ryan Cook, a 6-foot senior, 11 points a game. He'll shoot from behind the arc too. Charlie Gambino, a 6'2 freshman, 5 points a game. Another 3-point shooter is Zach Bain, a 6'6 sophomore. He's the scoring leader, 15 points a game, 38% behind the arc, 7 rebounds a game. And then Antoine Coleman-Thull. He's a 6'5 senior, averaging 15 points a game, 5.5 rebounds a game, 4 assists a game. And that's the starting lineup for both teams. Waupun wearing their black jerseys with the white lettering and gold trim. And for Kewaskum, their familiar white jerseys with the green lettering and trim. And we are ready to play basketball here at Kewaskum High School.
Yeah, Antoine Coleman-Thull, that's a popular name over here. We saw some amazing running backs in the football team. The last name of Thull over the years. I don't know if that's relation or not, but any relatives, but they were some good ones.
Well, we are underway, and Kewaskum with the ball first. Daniel, a point guard up there, setting things up, gets it down into Coleman-Thull, working against Krieger. They're going to have to kick it back out. Kind of 4 guys sitting around the perimeter right now out on 3-point range.
Yeah, Waupun in the zone, opening the game in a zone defense.
Little head fake, a 3-point shot up and no good on the shot by Landon Daniel, and Hull with the rebound for Waupun. Successful stop for Waupun on the first trip down for Kewaskum. Looks like they're kind of sitting back in a bit of a.
I think they're matching up. Yeah, they're matched up.
He said we could see some junk defenses. He said probably any of about 5 or 6 things that he has seen already, kind of scouting the team.
Yeah, it might be a box and one or something because, it does look, it appears like it's a zone, but we have a couple of guys chasing people. Ooh, near throwaway there, but.
Yeah, Hunter Camp, they've got a guy glued to him. And a travel is going to get called on Aiden Hawkinson. Waupun comes up empty, doesn't even get a shot off that trip down the court. No score yet, a little over a minute into the ball game here at Kewaskum. And don't forget the big marquee game coming after this. It's the girls basketball team going against Kewaskum girls, and that'll be quite a battle. A lot of scores to settle with Kewaskum. Little half hook shot by the right block is no good by Coleman Thull. Waupun gets the rebound, still no score yet.
Yeah, Thull made it harder than he needed to. He had a pretty good look at it and spun the other way and tried the half hook. And I think we're seeing Aiden Hawkinson being guarded. Well, so is Camp.
Yeah, Camp is too, and he's not really one of our main scoring guys.
A little bit of a triangle and two, possibly.
Three-pointer on the way for Vandekamp is no good, and the rebound in the hands of Zach Bain.
I'm usually pretty good at recognizing those things right away, but yeah, a little confused there by what they were.
Yeah, some people are kind of doing, guarding a spot, and some people are sticking with people. Three-pointer from the right corner is up, and from the corner, shot is good for Zach Bain, the 6'6" sophomore. Pretty good, nice little catch and shoot from the right corner.
Yeah, quick release, nice rotation, good-looking shot.
So Waupun with the basketball trailing 3-0. Krieger has it. Pretty sure Grandpa and Grandma Chris and Jerry are watching from Arizona right now. Vandekamp with a three-point shot at the front of the rim, no good. Hull chases it down. Waupun keeps possession. Back out to Aiden Hawkinson, throws one up, and that is no good. Ball in the hands now of Coleman Thull. We're heading down to the Kewaskum side of the court.
Yeah, it's 3 rebounds already for Aaron Hull. 2 on the defensive end, 1 offensive board.
Daniel has that out on top. Another three-pointer on the way, and that's a little too strong. Long rebound comes right back to him on the missed shot by Zach Bain. Coleman Thull kind of runs into Hull. About a 5-footer straightaway is no good. Ball is loose, and coming up with it is Vandekamp, pushing it up now for the Warriors, trailing 3-0. And that's going to be a few too many steps there by Aiden Hawkinson.
Oh, loud steps, too, kind of clomping through there.
Yeah. Big steps.
You could hear the 3 steps. Bump, bump, bump. A little slow start to the game here. Zone defense by Waupun is definitely going to cut down on possessions.
Three-pointer on the way, and that is rimmed out no good. Ball was loose, and coming up with the guy who took a shot, Ryan Cook, and it gets knocked away by Hawkinson. Waupun comes up with it. Vandekamp gets the pass over half court, passes right side over to Hawkinson. Looking for their first points, just trailing 3-0. Vandekamp gets cut off along that left baseline. Aiden by the free throw line, he'll toss one up, and that one does crawl over the rim and in for Aiden Hawkinson.
Shooter's touch right there. Nice, soft on the rim, on the front of the rim, able to hang around and drop through.
Shooters shoot, and they shoot themselves out of slumps, too, out there. So
shooters, some people say, man, my shots always rim out, others go in. That's shooters have that touch.
Cook with a three-point shot is no good, and Hunter Camp gets the rebound, gives it over to Hawkinson to bring over half court. Inside the top of the key, back over to the left side to Vandekamp. Drives hard in the lane. And there's going to be an offensive foul. Let's say that maybe Vandekamp lowering his shoulder a couple times against the defender, Ryan Cook, and he picks up an offensive foul.
First foul of the game, either team.
Braden Torres comes in the ball game now. Every time we see him, he seems to be just a little more involved, and he's a nice athlete. He likes to take it in. He gets some opportunities for himself and other players out there on his penetration.
A little 3-2 zone here by Waupun, or 1-2-2 if you'd like to call it that. Very similar.
Again, the Indians with 4 guys all sitting out on the perimeter the whole way around. Coleman Thull has it by the right elbow, back out on top, just looking for that open 3. A lot of guys with a pretty good percentage from three-point range. They shoot a lot of them.
Brian Ferris at the table, ready to check in.
And there we go. Coleman Thull goes to the rack with it, misses, and battle for the ball, and Hunter Camp comes up with it. 3-2, we're stuck at the score right now. Here goes Hawkinson. Has it along the left side, being double-teamed, cross-court pass, and weak one did get there. Camp goes along the baseline, and then he steps on the baseline, or had dribbled it, one of the two, and it'll be, well, I like the guy we see coming out of the court. This is his first game back for Waupun, Brian Ferris. He's been sorely missed. He's a key component of this team, and he did not play the last time these two teams met, and Waupun lost in that ball game. So it's good to see him out there again for the first time.
Ferris coming off an ankle injury. I think it's okay to say that. I don't want to break any HIPAA laws, but yeah, he severe ankle injury.
Ryan Cook buries a three-point shot. 6-2 now the lead for Kewaskum. Ferris with a basketball. Not sure they can get that for us if we were told that in that HIPAA thing. I'm not sure how that works. That's my wife. She knows all the rules. And Hawkinson throws up a three. That's no good. Coleman Thal gets the rebound, pushing it up now for the Indians. And they're going
to say no shot.
Coach Picker's looking for a travel, but that foul was on the floor on Waupun.
Warriors foul call on number 21, Brayton Torres.
Not sure why this keeps on turning on me, but for the radio people are getting that right now. Not the video people are getting a little music playing in the background, so we have to fix that.
A kick ball there by Torres. Possession will remain with Kewaskum. Baseline out of bounds.
Okay, got that fixed now.
Known in the coaching world as a bob. Oh, now they're going to move it to the sideline.
Okay, Kewaskum's Landon Daniel will inbound the ball, gets it into Ryan Cook. Back on top to their scoring leader, Zach Bain. He's going to launch up a long three, and he gets fouled after he launches it up there as he's coming down, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot three.
Yeah, going to be on Brian Ferris. No, they're going to say after, Steve. They're not going to shoot.
Okay.
You're right. You had it right.
Okay, so it was after the shot, so no free throw on Bain's miss. Got fouled after the shot. Bain with the ball, gets it back over to Cook. Back to Bain on the right side. I haven't seen him really try to go in and post up at all, Bain, but he definitely is ready to shoot a three at any time. Drives it in, and it goes off his teammate's shirt, Gambino. Waupun comes up with it. Hunter Camp brings it up now for the Warriors. Ferris kind of going around the horn now, down to the right corner, and luckily that Aiden Hawkinson just happened to be behind the intended receiver of that pass. Waupun still has it, and Ferris is going to get called for a travel. Shuffled both those feet before he went off to his left. 11:05 left in the first half. Waupun trailing by a score of 6-2 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard.
5-all pass and cut offense. When a guy cuts, usually someone's replacing in that spot. Luckily for Waupun, Hawkinson came right where the pass went. Not intended for him, but able to save it.
Kewaskum with the ball. A couple three-point shots, the difference for them in the game. And another one right through the middle of the basket for Ryan Cook. His second three, he's got 6 points. 9-2 the lead for Kewaskum. Waupun having trouble getting anything going offensively so far in the ball game.
And in a 3-2 zone defense, he shouldn't be able to get those three-point shots where they're getting them. That should be a well-covered area.
Hawkinson gets tripped up by Cole Thull, and he picks up the foul. Just the first foul on Kewaskum. Waupun with 3 team fouls. Torres with it, back out on top over to Vandekamp. Harris out on the perimeter, looks along that right block over to Krieger. And a little turnaround 5-footer, a little strong, gets the ball knocked out of his hands. And we're going the other way. Landon Daniel comes up with a little jump stop and takes it to the rack, putting a couple defenders. It's now 11-2 in favor of Kewaskum. Ferris with it to Krieger, back over to, almost a look inside to pass that up as that closed up right away. Vandekamp gets it, half hook, no good, and getting the rebound is Bain. And nothing looking real smooth for Waupun offensively so far.
Yeah, really in a slump right now and haven't really even taken a really good shot so far. Ooh, that went in Waupun's favor. Foul on, I believe it's going to go on Bryant again. Yeah, it is. Bryant with a...
Battling my computer. It keeps on wanting to start the music up in the background, which the radio people can hear, not the video people, but the radio people can pick up on that. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but it's has a mind of its own.
While you were away, Steve, another foul after, well, actually before the shot, kind of benefited Waupun because the pass was made. The kid made a three-pointer, and the foul went against Bryant up on top.
Daniel and Cook just kind of playing catch back and forth. Going against that Waupun 2-3 zone. Another three-pointer the way for Cook, and it is good, and he's on fire. Averages 11 points a game. He's got 9 already, and we're not halfway through the first half of action. Graham Gopalin on the court now for Waupun. Yeah, a lot of good physical contact along the way from Cook, kind of chest pumping Aiden Hawkinson, but he still gets by and gets the basket. Nice strong move there by Aiden. 14-4.
Looks like Waupun switching to man-to-man defense right now. Gopalin in the game.
Ball down in the corner again, the hands of Daniel now in the lane. Little look inside, and it is good for Charlie Gambino. Just the freshman out there, gets a basket. 16-4, Waupun trailing by 12 here in game 1 of the doubleheader. That one's thrown away. Coleman Thal intercepts it. He's on the breakaway. He's going to go all the way and tucks it in like a football, and a foul on Waupun on his way to the basket for Coleman Thal.
Good aggressive move. Just take it to the against Torres. His second. So Ferris and Torres both with 2 fouls.
Yeah, Braden, that's one of the things, a little susceptible to fouls from the games we've seen, and he's already got a couple, and not even a starter for Waupun. 8:28 left. They get it into Coleman Thal, has it along the right block, working against Hull. Back out on top to Bain, launches up a 3. That is no good. And Graham Gopalin gets the rebound, pushing it up now for the Warriors. Gopalin splits some defenders. Back out on top, over to Aiden Hawkinson. Looking to Hull now, working against Bain. He's going to go up strong and puts it up. No, flicks it up and no good. Golden opportunity to either draw a foul or make a basket. Comes up with neither. 16-4, under 8 to play in favor of the Kewaskum Indians.
Coach Dan Gruber calling out a set play here. He wants to run something against Waupun's man defense.
Someone called by the right elbow with right now working against Hull. Going to bring it back out, trying to get Bain inside. Working against... Waupun's going to get called for a foul. They're going to call it on Kewaskum. They're heading down the other way. Yeah, against Kewaskum.
Not a good signal because I thought that was an offensive foul.
Yeah, a real good battle between Bain and Vandekamp down there, and finally said that Bain was a little too physical with it, and he picks up the foul. Just the second Kewaskum foul.
The official called it on 23, which is also Vandekamp's number, which was a little bit confusing.
Yeah, foul on 23.
He didn't really signal what way it was going.
Vandekamp has it out back in the lane, takes it. Gopalin pulls up, 14-footer in the lane is no good, and Bain gets the rebound, pushing it up now for the Indians, who lead 16-4. 7-10 and counting down here in the first half. Yeah, it's going to be a blocking foul. Going to be called on Graham Gopalin. Right thought, helping out his teammate because he got past the original defender, and Graham waiting for him, but just didn't quite get there in time to draw the charge. Hunter Camp checks in, and sitting down for Waupun will be Jake Krieger. And to make sure Cramp and Grandma knew that this game was on, in case they didn't get the memo on the schedule change, so I messaged him down in Arizona. And that's no good on Coleman Thal's drive. Gopalin has it down in the left corner, gets it into Vandekamp, and Lane comes up short on the shot, and coming up with it is Landon Daniel to bring it up for the Indians.
Isaac, he's kind of rushing those shots. He's got enough time to just go up and take the little baby jump shot.
Blocked it right back in the hands of Daniel. Shot from the corner is good for Bain. His second 3 of the game. 19-4, Waupun trailing here against Kewaskum in game 1 of the doubleheader.
That's 5 made 3-pointers.
Bain knocks the ball into the hands of Aiden Hawkinson, streaking along the left side with the left hand, puts it up and in on the breakaway. Steal and the basket for Zach Bain now with 8 points in the game.
Kewaskum looks like it's just straight up man now.
Pass to Hull inside, and again does not finish on a shot point blank range. Every basket is much needed for Waupun. They're stuck on 4, trailing 21-4 at this time.
Old school.
Good defense there by Hull. Getting a little body on Coleman Thal. Now a three-pointer on the way, and that is no good. And Graham Gopalin gets the second rebound of the ball game.
A little old school offense there. A little 2-1-2 offense. Trying to pass it into the high post and split guys.
Cross-court pass, dangerous, but does get over to Camp over on the right side. Now down in the right corner with his Gopalin against a guy who's 6'6" in front of him. Hayden Hawkinson has it, just dribbles off to his right in the lane, spins off to his right, and he's going to get a reach-in foul on the Indians on that drive to the basket.
I'm going to say two shots.
And we've got a timeout on the court. Back in 1 minute with more Waupun Warrior boys basketball on RP Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your state of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net. The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
And we're back at Kewaskum High School. Steve and Randy with you. Everybody pointing at the button I left on. But Dan Damaska is out there watching right now. So it's just a switching man-to-man. The defense that he.
Yeah, I know. It was. Now it's just straight up, man. The last few trips down for sure.
First free throw is good for Aiden.
As Dan, if he's got any offensive ideas here for the Warriors.
Well, all the points right now are from Aiden Hawkinson, and they just sent me a nice picture. I'm not sure if they're down watching Marcus down at Southern Illinois, but a whole crew of people that are watching the game right now.
Yeah.
Keith Milkowski in there. I see the Dickets are in the picture.
Cool.
And also see Daryl Van Zandt, one of our sponsors from VZ Flooring.
Like Marcus's senior year, but I think he's going to have eligibility for another season. Some questions about his
Marcus,
future.
break the news and let us know we're going to be playing next year. If you're going to be playing next year, they're going to go into the into that little dark, light-deprived house that Aaron Rodgers is in.
Yeah.
Gambino makes the basket, cutting across the left baseline.
A good Dutch name, huh? Gambino.
Yeah. Camp drives but kicks it back out to Hawkinson, the only guy that's scored so far for Waupun. Turns around, 10-footer in the lane and puts it in. Hawkinson with the basket. Again, adding on to his total of all of Waupun's 8 points. 23-8 now the lead for the Indians. Waupun can get something going, a few stops here, a few baskets, and get down to single-digit deficit. Long three being put up by Bain, but that does not help. When Zach Bain launches up his third three of the ball game. He's got 11 points now. 26-8 the lead for the Indians.
And Kewaskum way too comfortable out on the court.
Hawkinson throws up a three. That misses. Camp goes after it, but can't get it. Gets in the hands of Gambino. And Bain will dribble it up now for the Indians.
Yeah, if you're the Warriors, you just have to make your opponent, uncomfortable offensively. They're just stepping into shots easily. Oh, man.
Ball tossed away by Camp and right back in the hands of Ryan Cook of the Indians. Goes Daniel. Going to be a foul on Waupun reaching in. There's a little head fake by Daniel heading in toward the lane and a reach-in foul on Waupun.
Bonus time already.
Krieger checking back in along with Ferris. Waupun coming out along with Van de Kamp. 26-8. The deficit now for the Waupun Warriors. And don't forget, we're going to have the girls basketball game right after this today. Hopefully a game that Kewaskum definitely wants to win because they did not totally secure a part of a portion of the championship in the ECC. They still have to play Plymouth yet, but it would be pretty good odds that if they could win that game tonight against the girls, that they'd be co-champs. Waupun already secured part of the championship. This is their last conference game.
Kewaskum handling Plymouth pretty well the first time.
Hull gets it inside, turns around, gets Bain up and puts it up strong. Nice job by Aaron Hull to finish on that one. The first Warrior besides Aiden Hawkinson to score. Looking for the and one on that one, but officials say he must have just got the ball.
Yeah, it sounded like ball. You could hear the thud of the ball and with the hand on top of it.
26-10 in favor of Kewaskum. Ryan Cook has it out on top, guarded by Camp. Ball knocked away, and Ferris, not a great pass. Ferris grabs it, and Waupun comes up with it. Ball pass out to Hawkinson. Long three in the way, wide right, misses everything, and Bain gets the rebound.
We could see that one. We were perfectly in line with it. Oh, man, terrible defense by the Warriors. Just
another basket for Bain now with 13 points in the game. 28-10 now the lead for the Indians.
Just able to dribble up and get a straight line all the way to the hoop.
The Krieger and a hesitation move over by that left block and finishes. So Jay Krieger with his first points. Still Waupun trailing by 16. 134 and counting down in the half. Again, Ferris gets a hand on one, but they do get it back. Bain has it. Went in strong on the left side, and then misses on the shot. Good job by Ferris to stick with him. And a good job by ball knocked out of the hands of Ferris, and then we have an over and back. Oh, so Waupun, everything going against them right now. Things aren't going their way. Torres is going to check in. Van de Kamp's going to check in. Hull's going to sit down along with Aiden Hawkinson with 1:21 left.
Coach Pickard's arguing that he didn't have possession in the front court, but I think they obviously did.
30-second timeout. We'll do the same back in 30 seconds with more Warrior basketball on RP Sports.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
We are back at Kewaskum High School, 1:21 left in the half. The Damask family had a carload listening to the ball game, driving back from Drake University, and watched Marcus play today.
Did they win? That's what I want to know.
Unless that's an old one. Today, just switching man-to-man. Yep, so that's the picture we had from. I saw Daryl today driving by in the VZ van, so the picture he had on my phone yet was from
one of the memory pictures. Yeah. I get fooled by those all the time. Somebody puts something on Facebook and it's like, oh, look what they're doing. Oh, that was 2 years ago.
Cole Thull has it over the right block, kicks it back out on top over to Cook. Cook in the hands now of Landon Daniel.
Thull has not been very aggressive. He's had opportunities in the post and just quick to get the ball out of his hands.
Second leading scorer on the team, and he has no points so far, but the other guys are picking up the slack on that.
34 seconds. Kewaskum might hold here for last shot.
Gambino with it. Back out on top in the hands of Daniel. Back up by Gambino. Down to 15 seconds left. The clock is the Kewaskum Indians' friend, and they're using it all up right now. They got the ball inbound at 1:21 left, and got her down to 6 seconds right now. Bain loses it. Waupun comes up with it. They're going to look up over to Camp. You have to launch her up. 3-point range on the way. No good. And that's how we're going to end the first half. Waupun disappointing in that first half offensively, and they trail 28-12 as they head into the locker room at halftime. And we'll be back with a coach's interview. We'll have the coach's interview that we had with Coach Brett Pickards. We'll have that in just 2 minutes. Again, we're bringing the game from Kewaskum High School as the Indians lead Waupun 28-12. Back after this on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Andy with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Super fun Super Bowl week, Andy. Let's give it.
Apparently there's 2 football teams playing on Sunday. We'll have it on here. You can guarantee that we're going to have all the TVs with the game on. We have 17 different tap lines on. We'll have food specials going as well on Sunday.
Nice warmer week here. People kind of out and about and sunshine out. Feels good.
February's great. Sun's out. Started moving towards some warmer weather. We've always got specials going here. Monday, of course, is all you can eat shrimp and fries and pizza specials. Tuesday's Mexican all day. Wednesday's wings after 4. Thursdays is build your own burger. Friday, of course, is fish. And Saturday is buy one, get one free appetizer.
You guys offer those great homemade pizzas too. Talk about that for us.
We've got pizza specials on Monday nights on our 16 and our 12-inch. They're all homemade and built to order.
Andy with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Have a great week, and no matter who you got this weekend, just stop on down, and the game will be on.
Well, unfortunately, they're all better than the Packers, so pick a team, I guess. We'll see you Sunday.
Welcome back to Kewaskum High School. Steve Winterhack with you, and an opportunity right now to talk to the head coach of the Waupun Warriors, Brett Pickards, joining us. And here we are at Kewaskum, a change of times and days because of the weather we had yesterday, but kind of a nice setup here. What do you think about that, playing a little bit earlier and having you guys play and then the girls right after you?
I think it's a great opportunity for our girls team to showcase what they've been building towards the last couple of years, and we get the pleasure of playing before them. Tim and I actually talked about doing this maybe again for a non-conference game in the future, just because I think we're going to get some people out here that normally wouldn't come to both games, and we just have a good opportunity. My mom's going to be able to watch both games. I know a lot of people are coming out.
Go Pollins are very happy.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. They don't have to drive all over the state tonight. So, I think it's going to get a lot of students out, and then obviously our boys will be able to support the girls right after and not have to worry about getting home late tonight, because it's the normal time we'd get home, because we play early at Sheboygan Falls tomorrow. So we're really excited about tonight. It's going to be a really good atmosphere and a fun night.
Well, let's talk about your last game. I know the score isn't really indicative of what the game was like against Kiel, but I saw that it was very close at halftime, and just talk about that ball game against a very good and ranked Kiel team. Yeah,
Kiel's a really good basketball team. We picked up a technical foul when it was a 3-point game and kind of lost a wind in our sails per se. But we played really well. We're playing good ball. We need to score the basketball. And Kewaskum hit us with a really tough matchup zone, and it'll be interesting to see what they have tonight after getting a week of preparation against us. And so we're really excited for the opportunity and hopefully repay the favor in some kind of way, whether it's won by 1 or 37 the last time they beat us. So we haven't won here in my time here, even with that team we went to the sectional final with, and we really want to get this one tonight.
So you definitely had some time to think about that last game. You played Kewaskum and have some different thoughts on how to approach them after you played them that one time, I suppose.
Yeah, they definitely caused some loss of sleep. That matchup zone was really hard to figure out. But we have some things continuity-wise and moving the basketball tonight that we feel like we're going to be in a good position and try to get them out of that and make them go to one of their other 7 zones they have. So we just need to play up-tempo. They only play 5 guys, and we just need to play up-tempo tonight and play together and share the ball.
Yeah, it seems like you're getting a lot more people on the court than what you had early in the season. You're getting some of the younger guys out there that have been contributors for you, so it's nice to keep some, maybe easier to keep some fresh legs out there.
Yeah, it's been really nice getting some of those guys that have been hurt. We've had to rely on some of our younger guys that we did not plan on relying on this year, with Graham Gopalin and Landon Richter and Emmett Hall, and then some guys that normally wouldn't contribute like Conrad Davis. But we get Brian Ferris back tonight, which is it's like getting a free agent after the buyout period in basketball or baseball. He's missed the last 8 games, and we're 2-6 in those games, so we really need him back tonight.
I'm sure he's chomping at the bit. He's a competitor out there, and I really loved how he was playing before he went down with the injury. So I think it's going to be big. And then maybe was he playing last time he played Kewaskum?
He did not play the last time, and I think the only person that hates losing more than me is maybe Hunter Camp, and then Brian Ferris is right up there with him. So we're really excited to get him back tonight.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time, and we're looking forward to this great situation. You play first, girls afterwards. It's going to be a great night for Waupun basketball.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to being part of the student section for the girls game tonight, too. So hopefully we're all watching on the stream. If you watch the boys stream, make sure you support the girls, or come on down here. It's a 30-minute drive. Come on down here and support us.
Okay, again, Brett Pickards, the head coach of the Waupun Warrior boys team, getting ready to play the Kewaskum Indians, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show right after this on RP Sports. Yeah, chance to talk to Coach Pickards, very optimistic about his team and thought they had a really nice plan coming in. The only problem is they had trouble scoring in that first half against the Indians and trailed 28-12 at halftime.
Yeah, and he talked about that matchup zone, and I think that's what we saw early on. You know, it's man principles in a zone mentality, and it's giving them problems. Obviously, again, Waupun had 8 points with about maybe 5 minutes left in the first half, so really struggling. And the first 8 points all going to Aiden Hawkinson, and then only a couple other people that even had a basket. So Waupun's really having a difficult time finding offense right now.
Yeah, some opportunities inside and not finishing on those, and just kind of like you thought maybe. With Vandekamp maybe going up a little weak on some shots there, and need to just be a little more determined to maybe draw a foul or finish those shots. We'll see if they can get that attitude coming up here in the second half. But I know trailing 28-12. Let's take a look at scoring in the first half.
For Kewaskum, Coach Dan Gruber and the Indians, 2 points for Landon Daniel, Ryan Cook with 9, all on 3-pointers, Charlie Gambino with 4, and Zach Bame with 13 points. He leads all scorers. And for Waupun, Krieger has 2. Aiden Hawkinson with 8. He had those early. And Aaron Hall with 2 points. And that's it. Waupun was 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Pickards has worked out here in the second half. I mean, things have got to change. Maybe just part of the attitude, maybe to come out here a little more strong here in the second half, and we'll see what he came up with in the locker room.
Yeah, and you might be just right. You know, sometimes X and O's only go so far, and you have to just challenge your athletes to rise up and play better, and that might be the case tonight.
Waupun trailing 28-12, and we'll take a 2-minute break and come back with the second half of action from Kewaskum High School. So Waupun Warrior basketball on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Okay, we are here ready for the second half. Waupun gets the ball first and see if they can get things moving right away. Krieger turns around, and there you go. That's a good start to the second half with Jake Krieger turning around at the top of the key and buries a three-point basket. Nice start there. I guess you got to start somewhere, and that's a good start for the Warriors. Full foul, passes the ball down to Bain in the right corner, guarded by Vandekamp.
Waupun man-to-man, open up the second half.
Back over to the guy that kind of hurt us in that first half, but missed the shot this time. The shot by Ryan Cook. He's a little bit better behind the arc. A little too close for him, maybe.
Waupun ran at him and just kind of ran away from him, left the ball, but he wasn't able to knock it down.
Vandekamp has it and steps in off the glass and in. And a really good start for Waupun. First points of the ball game for Isaac Vandekamp. That has Waupun back within 11.
Yeah, and with the Indians only had 28 points, only down by the 11. Amazing.
So Cook with it in the lane to Bain. Working against Vandekamp, turns around, a fadeaway tough shot. No good, and Hull gets the rebound. Here we go. See if Waupun can convert, get back within single digits. Down only by 11, 28-17. Oh, not a great pass inside. Bain easily picks that off. They've got numbers now. Here goes Bain, goes up with the left hand and finishes. So everything kind of going your way, and then an errant pass inside, and they convert that into points right away. 30-17 in favor of Kewaskum. Look into Hull. Nice pass inside. He's going to get fouled inside by Landon Daniel, but a good look inside by the Warriors.
Foul called on the Indians, number 0, Landon Daniel. That's his
Shooting foul.
At the line for the Warriors, 44.
Aaron Hull going to the free throw line. Yeah, that was a good look inside. First free throw was off the side of the rim, no good. A pretty good crowd of people from Waupun. We might rival what they have over on the Kewaskum side right now with attendance. Kind of close. Now the band's coming in for Kewaskum. That'll change it.
Oh, man.
Now that both of them. Bain saves it. Ball up for grabs right now, and Thal goes and chases it down and gets the ball. Both free throws no good for Aaron Hull. Waupun still down by 13, 30-17.
One of those 50-50 balls, you have to go get it. You have to have urgency.
Daniel going strong in the right side with it. Pulls out his camp, cuts him off. Back over to Ryan Cook. Daniel's Bain top of the key. Cook passing up the three-point look. It's in the lane, back out on top with it. And here's Coleman Thal from the left corner. That's no good. And that's going to go off the legs. Yeah, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds over there. Ryan Cook threw it off Waupun, but he had stepped out of bounds already, so Waupun will get it back with a 13-point deficit.
It's like Anton Coleman Thal. He doesn't look like he's well or something. I don't know if he's sick or what. He doesn't seem to be playing. Not sure what's up with him.
Yeah, a little head fake by Aiden Hawkinson, and like you said, there's no energy out there, and
he just doesn't
being
look
part
like,
of the game.
Yeah, he seems. Who am I to speculate? But certainly does not look to be like he's playing at 100%.
Hull has it out on the perimeter. Back over to Vandekamp. That one's going to be a bit short, and Coleman Thal with the rebound. Hands it off over to Landon Daniel. So walking up the court now for the Indians.
Yeah, Thal asking to come out of the game. He actually went to Coach Gruber and asked if he could take him out. So it's almost like he may be ill.
Zach Bain finds his teammate Daniel, but gets out from underneath the basket and brings it back out on top to set it up for the Indians, who can afford to run some clock off. Gambino goes in, gets blocked though by Krieger. Nice block. Waupun comes up with it. Crossover dribble from Hawkinson, passes it down the left corner, and Hunter Camp takes in the lane. Kind of stuck there and gets out of the lane, out top to Vandekamp. Working against Gambino now, and then there's going to be a travel called on Vandekamp. Isaac gets called for the travel, and ball back in the hands of the Indians. So,
yeah, a few late arriving people, more people pulling in yet.
Yeah, coming in for the big girls matchup. I think we'll get a pretty good turnout for that with the two top teams in the conference going at it.
There's probably people that didn't know that this game was happening at this time either. I would have to guess that.
Blumenthal gets it back over to Bain. He takes it strong in the lane, and going to be a reach-in foul on Waupun. Yeah, that's definitely not everybody got the word out that they're probably walking again and saying, what are there guys on the court for right now?
Yeah, guys on the court at 6:30.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, big game again. Waupun wins. They'll be the outright champions of the East Central Conference in the girls' game coming up. Bain puts in the first free throw.
Yeah, you interviewed Gracie Gopal the other night. I really liked her answer. She said, "We don't like to share."
No. That's too strong. Back of the rim, and Vandekamp comes up with a rebound.
Thought that was very telling. They want to win it outright.
Ball kicked out over to Camp, and the left side takes it in, and nice little feed into Aaron Hall. Nice job by Hunter Camp. Drawing some defenders to him and finding Aaron Hull alone on the other side of the basket. That is his fourth point. Back down by 12, 31-19. Things looking a little bit better offensively for Waupun here to start things out in the second half. Ball's kicked out left side over to Gambino. Back out on top with it. Cook thought about it, but gives it up over to Daniel. Shot inside is no good from Gambino, and saved by Waupun, and taking it the other way. Again, an errant pass. Getting sloppy with the ball for Waupun. They got to clean that up. Here goes Bain, straightaway three-point shot. That is no good, and Krieger gets the rebound. A big opportunity for the Warriors. Getting the Hull inside, goes back to his right and puts it in with the left hand. Nice find by Krieger inside into Aaron Hull. Aaron Hull's making his presence known inside. And Waupun's only down by 10, 31-21. Down by 16 at halftime, 28-12. We get down to Bain along the left baseline. Gives up the dribble, ball down in the hands of Gambino in the corner, just a freshman. And Bain working against Vandekamp. Cross-court pass over to Gambino along the baseline. Back out on top. But a 16-footer straight away off the back of the rim. No good. Now the shot by Ryan Cook. And Hayden Hawkinson with a rebound. Big opportunity this trip down the court for Waupun. Ball down to the corner now over to Vandekamp. Back to Hull along the right side. And Gambino knocks it out of bounds. Waupun only down by 10, 31-21. Torres, along with Ferris, getting ready to check in the game now for Waupun.
Both of those gentlemen, Torres and Ferris, with 2 fouls.
Again, Bryant Ferris' first game back after being out for a few weeks here. Your ankle sprain, but good to see him back out there. He was a starter before he got him hurt right in the starting lineup, and always very active player. Goes Torres in the lane, gets it back over to Hunter Camp. Taking their time, just trying to get that right, that good look. Camp gets it out on top, guarded by Bain. Giving up about 6 inches to him, not more. Ferris will dump into Camp, but nowhere to go with it. Back out on top to Torres. Goes to the rack with it, scoops it up and puts it in. Braden Torres with a basket for Waupun. His first points of the game has Waupun back within 8, 31-23 with 11:13 left in the game, and a 30-second timeout being taken by Kewaskum. We'll be back in 30 with more Warrior basketball on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
We talked to him, but man, he's worked up right now. Don Gruber at least one of his players out there and wants to get him jacked up a little bit. They got a player that hasn't been in the game yet on the court with August Bay is out there. And
Coleman Fall was sent to the end of the bench there for a moment, and I'm not sure what's going on right there, but
that's the one positive thing for Waupun is that the guy that scores 15 points a game hasn't scored yet. There goes Bain.
You're going to call a foul.
I thought he kind of lowered. I thought it was more of a charge than that lowering his shoulder or a travel, but
he's
going to get the defensive foul.
They're getting Aaron Hull for the call before Vandekamp's contact. I thought maybe the travel was going to be called. I think the down official was ready to call the violation.
So foul on Aaron Hull, his second foul in the ball game. Claw pass into Bain. He gets it out on the top of the perimeter.
Bain, he's a pretty long kid.
Yeah, just a sophomore. Yeah, Gambino did not come down with both feet at the same time, but didn't get called for it. Daniel with it. Goes up strong on the right side, and not really a great shot.
Nope.
Against a bunch of much taller players on that drive, and Waupun gets the ball back, only down by 8.
Hey, Waupun's right back in this thing.
Got to start believing right now. And
you bet.
Only down by 8 with 10:20 left. Krieger in there, a little half hook shot, and why not go after the new guy that just came on the court and scored. Jake Krieger now with 7 points in the game. Good job realizing maybe the mismatch inside and finishes.
And Krieger understanding his job right there. He just a little bully ball. I'm stronger. I'm going to get to the hoop and score it.
And he's missing a few shots inside, but he get him behind the three-point arc. He's dangerous. Ryan Cook with his 4th 3 of the ball game. Just all of his points scored from behind the arc. 34-25. Waupun is trailing. Krieger goes up again and misses this time. And Bain goes up, gets a rebound. He's going to get fouled, maybe by Ferris possibly in that rebound attempt. Yep. And Brian Ferris. Back up to a 9-point lead for the Indians. 9:41 left in the game. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armgren bringing you the play-by-play. And Jeff. We also have Jeff Sauer with us, bringing us the video streaming, and we are here for 2 games. We just had to wait for Jeff's yes answer, which I knew was going to be yes, but before we said we're going to do this boys game that got moved to today, but glad to be able to bring you a doubleheader here from Kewaskum. Bain along the left side gets cut off. They're going to pass it inside, and missed shot inside by August Bay, 6'2 junior. Graham Gopalin kicks it out right side from the corner. The ball is up and good for Isaac Vandekamp. Big basket there for the Warriors. Now they're back within 6, 34-28. Only down by 6 are the Warriors.
The way it opened up and Waupun struggling to score, who would have guessed that just like that they'd have it single digits.
Well, Cook loses it, but somehow gets it back and saves it from going out of bounds, and Kewaskum still with the ball. Under 9 to play here and counting down in the ball game here at Kewaskum High School. Waupun trailing by 16 at half, only down by 6 right now. Gambino has it near half court. Only a freshman, but playing with some confidence there, and he's going to end up turning the ball over.
Coach Gruber saying, "Where are you going? Just dribbling yourself into jail right there." Double
wants
near
to
the
make
baseline.
wants to make a name, get an opportunity, but he's getting a lot of playing time. But that was not a good drive right there for the Indians. Goes Torres in the lane, goes and then he's going to throw it straight out of bounds. So it's tipped out. That's good. So Waupun will still retain possession. See if they can close this thing up just a little bit more this trip down.
Aaron Hull back in for Torres.
Confirmed. I see Jerry Krieger has checked in on our chat line. Said him and Chris are watching the game.
Arizona, right?
Down in Arizona, yeah.
I thought they were Florida people, but they're doing Arizona.
Yeah, they switched it around. Missed shot on the last trip down here for Waupun, and Kewaskum comes up with it. Daniel has it back out on top to Bain. When Andrea Smith checked in with us, this is a blowout when she checked in, and then now we're just down to a 6-point game, and Waupun has the ball back, trying to tighten it up just a little bit more.
I believe Kewaskum, they've only played 6 players, and that number 33 there, August Bow, just came into the game a little while ago. They just didn't sub anybody.
Yeah, that's what the coach said. Brett Pickard said they only play 5 guys, is all he said, but Cole Thal, one of their leading scorers, doesn't have any points in the game. He's still on the bench, and then the ball tossed away inside. No shot for Waupun. Here goes Bain pushing it the other way. Guarded by Gopal, back up to Gambino. And back out on top for the Indians. Bain again taking it in, and he's going to get fouled by Graham Gopal.
It's Graham's second foul.
You want to send out a chat to us, feel free to do that, and we'll cheer on the team, either whether you're here for the Kewaskum Indians or for the Waupun Warriors. Let us know. We'll put it out there for people to know you are joining us here tonight.
Go back in the archives, watch the prep showcase from last Wednesday.
Yeah, you can watch all the old broadcasts that we have in the video streaming. Yeah, the Kriegers at Lake Havasu City, Arizona, where they are set up right now, and no slushy snow over in that area like we had yesterday.
That was some heavy stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad I got there. I'm glad I could do. Oh, that ball's knocked out of the hands by Aiden Hawkinson. Waupun. Again, we're stuck on 34-28. See if Waupun can remedy that this trip down. Ball out to Hunter Camp, and that is good. Hunter Camp holds the pose after he makes his 3-point shot from the left side. Waupun only down by 3 points, 34-31. A timeout on the court. And we'll be back in 1 minute with more Waupun Warrior basketball on RP Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net. A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
6:34 left in the ball game. Waupun down by 16 at halftime. Now back within 3 after that last trip down. The nice basket from Wapun's Hunter Camp. As Waupun back within 3 points. Timeout taken by Kewaskum. We're back. Kewaskum with the basketball. Daniel has it out on top. Hands it off over to Ryan Cook. They've only scored 6 points, has Kewaskum, in here in the second half. We're getting close to the 6-minute mark left in the ball game.
Yeah, I said to you off air, Steve, only 9 guys on this Kewaskum team, and 4 of them really don't play. And tonight, one of them is forced into action. Not sure what's going on with Foe. Wow.
Bain steps up, a little dribble off to his right, and jumps up and buries it. Much needed basket if you're a Kewaskum fan on that trip down. If Waupun can not get rattled by that, and see if they can take care of it and keep on chipping away. And then they lose the ball, and Aaron Hull's going to get called for a foul, tripping up Landon Daniel.
Aaron's third, 5th team foul on Waupun.
Coach Pickard wants to say hi to his parents and his grandparents and Little Mac. Mac This little boy also probably sitting in front of a TV somewhere. Not sure if he knows what's happening yet, but knows Dad's on TV once in a while. Daniel with it, just kind of trying to run some clock off and a drive to the basket by Cook. Brings it back out on top and just content to run some more time off, getting close to the 5-minute mark left in the game. Just trying to weather the storm here with what they've got on the court. Cook's got about 3 guys all around and finally kicks it back out. They're just be content again to run some more time off. And don't forget we've got girls basketball tonight. The girls from Waupun, who at least have secured a share of the conference championship. Van de Kamp, I should say, is going to get called for a reach-in foul, tapping it out of the hands of Bain, and he's going to pick up a foul on that. As soon as this game's done, they'll have the warm-ups for the girls basketball team. And
I have my books ready.
Yeah,
got to get that done ahead of time when you have a doubleheader.
Yeah, I did that this morning. I was doing the morning show over on the Source. I got all my lineup, so you have a few little breaks with some news sections, and Stensland's on there and giving us all the news. It's a good time to maybe get a few other things all set if you are kind of pinched for time. On the 4:15 and counting down. Kewaskum again, just running some clock off.
That ran off about a minute without taking a shot. Just about 1 minute they've been able to burn off the clock.
Waupun with 6 fouls, so if they want to start getting into a free throw shooting thing here with Kewaskum, that's the next one will be they're going to finally call a reach-in, which I think he tried to do the time before with Krieger, but he's going to get called for the foul, and to the free throw line will be Ryan Cook, about a 78% free throw shooter, getting his first free throws of the game. Braden Torres checks in, and Jake Krieger will sit down. This is the first foul on Jake. The crowd just keeps on filing in. Not many people in the beginning of the first half of this ball game, like you said, probably didn't know that there was a change in the boys' game. Got moved to 5:45 today after it got postponed from yesterday's snow. Cook makes his first free throw. And next one also good for Ryan Cook.
Yeah, he got a nice looking stroke.
39-31. Waupun was within just 3 points, now down by 8. 3:45, and that's going to be off from Waupun and out of bounds.
I might talk about this one.
Mr. Steiner is going to go over there and talk to his officiating buddy. These guys have, like you said, worked together for decades.
Yeah, Steve Steiner was the conference commissioner for years out of New Holstein.
Nobody really arguing too much on Kewaskum about that call either, so I think they got it right just by the reaction of the Kewaskum team. Hunter Camp has it, dribbles in the lane and gets it back out on top over to Hawkinson.
Aiden's been really quiet in this game. Had the first 8 points of the game.
Hull gets it inside, little up and under with the left hand, and a nice finish by Aaron Hull. Matter of fact, Aiden hasn't scored here in the second half.
Kept a little full court pressure by Waupun.
I think Aiden had the first 8 points for Waupun before, and he hasn't scored since somebody else scored. Bain with a drive, and that one rolls around but does go in for Zach Bain. Cook has it, back down to the corner over to Torres. He'll launch up a three. That comes up short. Ball is loose, and Camp tries to get it. They're going to give Waupun the timeout. As soon as he got it in his hand, and the official gives it to him. So a timeout on the court, and we're going to be back in 1 minute with more.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
With mycnhistore.com, you can manage your equipment at any time, from anywhere, all from the convenience of your laptop or phone. Just search genuine New Holland parts by category, model, or part number, and keep your equipment running efficiently. Need a genuine New Holland part and don't have time to wait? Visit mycnhistore.com and get it done faster. Waupun Equipment Company, Waupun in Watertown. Log on waupunequipment.com and like them on Facebook.
Okay, 3 minutes left. See if Waupun can make a push right now. They've got the ball. Back up to Aaron Hull down to the corner. Only trailing by 8, 41-33. They did get within 3, but had some opportunities, but kind of lost those. And now back to an 8-point deficit. Hawkinson goes up, and a nice job. Kind of got his feet tangled up and still got the ball up and in for the Warriors.
Now it looks like diamond press by Waupun. Trap that first pass inbounds.
Kind of 2.5 left. Waupun trailing by 6, 41-35. Just Cook with a spin move out in the top. Looking to maybe see if he can get fouled. He's definitely a good free throw shooter.
Yes, he is.
Not a guy you want to put at the line. Gives up his dribble. Gets it back over to Bain.
Who's also a pretty good free throw shooter.
Yeah, 67% for him. The two best free throw shooters hanging on to it. And
timeout.
And a timeout taken by Coach Gruber after his player goes down and gets the timeout. So 2:06 left. And we'll be back in 1 minute with more Warrior basketball right after this timeout on RP Sports.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Super fun Super Bowl week, Andy. Let's give it.
Apparently there's 2 football teams playing on Sunday. We'll have it on here. You can guarantee that we're going to have all the TVs with the game on. We have 17 different tap lines on. We'll have food specials going as well on Sunday.
Nice warmer week here. People kind of out and about and sunshine out. Feels good.
February's great. Sun's out. Started moving towards some warmer weather. We've always got specials going here. Monday, of course, is all-you-can-eat shrimp and fries and pizza specials. Tuesday's Mexican all day. Wednesday's wings after 4. Thursdays is build your own burger. Friday, of course, is fish. And Saturday is buy one, get one free appetizer.
You guys offer those great homemade pizzas, too. Talk about that for us.
We've got pizza specials on Monday nights on our 16 and our 12-inch. They're all homemade and built to order.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Have a great week, and no matter who you got this weekend, just stop on down, and the game will be on.
Well, unfortunately, they're all better than the Packers, so pick a team, I guess. We'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, three basketball experts on the end of the court there. Bob Spanbauer. Probably look at Randy's text here in a little bit. And
I'm gonna send him a good joke right now.
Here, Krieger's over there, and all alone is Gambino. No one covering him on the inbounds pass, and he gets an easy 2. But that one hurts. Under 2 minutes to play. Here goes Torres and scoops it up, and he'll get a chance to score some points with the clock stopped. I really like Braden's game. I like that he's one of the few guys that likes to take it to the rack and make things happen, whether it's he's dumping it off to somebody or finishing a shot. First free throw is good for Braden.
Well, only a sophomore.
He's got a nice game. I'd like to see him just build on that this season yet. Just getting a little foul trouble once in a while, but makes both free throws, does Braden. More full court pressure for the Warriors. They're back within 6 again. Cook brings it over half court. Staring anybody to possibly foul him out there. Gets over to Bain along the left side. Oh, it's tapped away, and Waupun comes up with it. Big opportunity here for the Warriors. See if they take advantage. Torres has it, gets Camp in the lane, and a little back flip over his shoulder, and puts it in for Hunter Camp. Waupun within 4 points now. 1:26 left and counting down.
There's the one he wants to be fouled. Coach kind of calling for it.
Daniel with it, gets it back over to Cook.
Still plenty of time.
Back out on top over to Daniel. We're down to 109 and counting down, and finally they decide to foul Landon Daniel. They couldn't get over quite in time to foul August Bay. He had it there for a second, and he's been out in the floor just with these guys, the other 4 guys that have been playing the entire game. And Coleman Thal still sitting on the bench after he was taken out.
Well, Daniel has shot 1 free throw in his game, and he missed it badly.
One didn't even hit the rim, and puts it in. 70% free throw shooter. Back to a 5-point lead, 1:08 left. Daniel's next free throw is no good. So
still 2-possession game.
On with the basketball now. Only down by 5, 44-39. Ball out to Camp. He's going to launch up another 3. Comes up short. Aiden Hawkinson gets the rebound, gets it back over to Torres along the right side. And here goes Camp to the basket. Oh, it spills off the side of the rim. No good. Torres gets the rebound, and then they're going to have a reach-in foul called on Kewaskum. Only their 4th foul of the ball game, or of the second half.
Waupun's getting chances. They could have cut it to 1 possession with a basket right there, but
Camp gets it into Hull. Going to go up, and then he's going to get fouled. And
going to call that on Aaron.
They're going to call it on Aaron.
Yeah.
Boy, bad little exchange there. Down to 45 seconds left, and an opportunity to try to get back within 3, maybe even 2 if they could have got the foul after that. But especially going against a guy that doesn't get a lot of playing time out there. Cook has it. In some trouble, and then he's going to get called for the travel. Nice defense. Aaron Hull over there along with Braden Torres causing that travel. Complaining a little bit, but that's again funny coming from a very physical player that Ryan Cook will body up and chest you up. And
Waupun, they don't have to take a 3 right here. You take your best first available.
Oh, and he gets it. He gets the flop. And an offensive foul in a key part of the game for the official to call that. 39 seconds left, 44-39. Fred Pickard's a little livid after that one. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Don't forget, where you got girls basketball. The girls are all sitting on the side of the court, ready to come out. And they've got a huge game, a lot at stake in that game for them. And just to try to show that they're maybe a serious contender to get back to the state tournament again against a very good long Kewaskum team that they're going to be playing here tonight. So conference championship, sole possession of that if Waupun wins. If Kewaskum wins, they'll be set up to, if they could beat Plymouth after that, would be sharing the conference championship.
It would be 4 in a row, if I'm not mistaken, for Waupun if they could do that. That's an accomplishment. Sometimes it goes underappreciated, those conference championships, and that's what the grind is all about all season long, trying to get those conference titles. It's always a #1 goal for most teams, and then obviously the deep run in the tournament.
Yeah, we've seen that before with that kind of stuff where things don't last forever. Eventually they runs out, and then you would have appreciated having one of those. Don't ever take it lightly getting a conference championship. Cook has it right now. He's going to get fouled. With 29 seconds left, and looked pretty good on his first 2 free throws earlier this half. Yeah, he's a scrappy player out there. I appreciate Ryan Cook's game. He's a tough defender out there, and
he's got a nice stroke offensively when he shoots the ball.
Good understanding of the game and what needs to be done, and he knew with his free throw shooting ability that needs the free throw, the ball in his hand to try to see if he can get to the free throw line for his team. And he buries it. I don't think he's hit the rim on any of the 3 free throws that he shot so far.
A team that does not play kids. Wear down a little.
Yeah, he makes another free throw. He's 4 for 4 in the game. And Waupun now down by 7. 26 seconds left and counting down in the game. Vandekamp will launch up a 3 and puts it in. A big 3-point basket for Isaac Vandekamp. And another quick timeout taken on the court. We're going to keep it right here again. Yeah, crowd really starting to pack in here, and a lot of people waiting to find seats yet right behind the Waupun Lady Warriors that are waiting on the side of the court, along with the Kewaskum girls.
Waupun down 4 here. You're going to go for the steal first, I would think. Look to trap, go for a steal, maybe get a turnover. If you don't get that in the first maybe 4 or 5 seconds, then you have to try and foul. Nice to see Waupun try and keep the ball out of Ryan Cook's hands if possible.
Yeah, he's going to want to get that inbound pass somewhere to hold it as long as he can and draw the foul if need be.
He looks to be money at the line. Actually, they've done a nice job as a team from the free throw line.
Kewaskum will inbound the ball on Waupun's end line. 46-42. Bain gets it, guarded by Torres. Going to get it up to Cook, and he's going to get fouled right away. He'll go back to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, probably the guy you don't want at the line if you're Waupun, but came out of necessity.
Yeah, that is 5 fouls now for Aaron Hull, so he's coming out, so they're using that little amount of time you get after somebody fouls out to do a little impromptu shortened timeout.
Give you that 15 seconds to replace, and things are barring terrible free throw shooting. This is going to be 2 shots, too, a 10th team foul.
Free throw rattles in for Cook, staying perfect at the line now, 5 for 5. And a 5-point lead for Kewaskum, leading 47-42. Just 15 and a half seconds left, and makes that one too. Big time free throws there for Cook. Long 3 being put up by Van de Kamp, and that is good. Waupun back within 3 with 9 seconds left.
Wow, who would have guessed?
Nice job by Isaac Van de Kamp with 3 threes here in the second half. Full timeout being taken.
Long shot, too, not easy, and 9.2, down by 3. Yeah, you got to go for the steal. You don't get it, you foul. You hope for the miss. Still give yourself a chance. Tie this thing up.
Saw Van de Kamp's 3-point shot on my monitor. We're a little bit behind on the monitor that I have here to see that, so he buries it from way downtown. 3-point game. You were down by 16 at one time in the game at halftime, 28-12. And even think that you could possibly be in a position like they're in. Just 1 3-point basket away. See if they get a turnover here with 9.2 seconds left. What you don't want to do is have to foul Ryan Cook to make it a 2-possession game.
33 points scored by Waupun in the second half to their 12 in the first half.
Can you, on the inbounds pass, instead of just selling out, maybe just grab 33, just grab them before they inbound the ball? What would they call it?
You could, but they would call it, if it's away from the action, it should be called as an intentional foul, which would mean you'd get the free throws plus
just
the ball.
Just because it wasn't inbounded?
Right,
You sold it as a...
Any foul away from the ball in high school should be called an intentional foul. They don't always call it, but...
And they do foul the guy they want to foul right now, so the perfect opportunity just happened for Waupun. I don't know. Maybe August Bay is. We don't have no idea. I don't have the stats on him as far as a free throw shooter, but he gets 2 chances to put his team up by 2 scores.
Yeah, Coach Gruber saying that was an intentional foul, which it was.
Well, they all are.
Yeah, they oftentimes are at this point. He wants the call. He wants the ball back. I'll tell you what, right now, Waupun's got a shot. Let's see what this kid's got. He is the 6th man, the only guy that played.
Yeah, we have no
off
idea.
The bench.
First free throw is up, and it is good. Money time. A big moment there for August Bay.
Good for him, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say that, too. If it wasn't against Waupun, I'd still say good for August on that free throw.
Yeah.
Another opportunity, and he drills them both. Wow. The one guy he definitely wanted, but up there, and he makes them both big-time free throws there by August Bay. Waupun pulls it up. Hawkinson with a 3-point shot, makes it with 3 seconds left. And they don't have to inbound. Waupun has no timeouts. And they're going to end up losing this ball game by 2, 50-48. Who would have guessed here in the ball game that Waupun would get that close? But congratulations to August Bay, who obviously needed to make those free throws for his team. Because Hawkinson comes down and buries one from 3-point land and gets Waupun back within 2, but Waupun out of timeouts, couldn't stop the clock with 3 seconds, and Waupun loses 50-48. And we'll take a bit of a timeout. Of course, the Waupun girls getting set to take on the Kewaskum girls here at Kewaskum High School. It's going to be a huge game between these two teams, and we're going to have that coming up with a pregame, an interview also from Tim Alsma coming up for the pregame. So stick around. We got a lot of basketball to play here tonight at Kewaskum High School. This is Waupun Warrior basketball on RP Sports.
Remember, we're switching over.
And we are, I should tell people, we are switching over. So what does that mean to the people out there?
They're going to have to go back in and find the next live game, so they got to go to the next link. So this one's going to be shut down on the broadcast, and just click on the next one.
Okay, good information there. I did not know that. So yeah, if you are watching right now, you have to click off from this and then go back and then find it. Is it listed under the girls' game?
Yep.
Okay, hey, thanks for that information, Jeff. So do that right now, and we'll be back with our second game, Waupun against Kewaskum girls basketball. Huge game. Don't be stubborn.
Okay, so it's not letting me. There we go. End that one.